Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and this video I'm gonna talk about how to fix Hades 2 is having an issue with crashing, it is not launching, won't launch, freezing, stuttering, lagging, low FPS drop, stuck on loading screen, and many more issues that is happening for many users right now. Then how we can fix this app. So let me directly get into it. First of all, you can try with a simple restart. So I've already made the step-by-step guide. So if you're having this, you can start with a simple restart. So just go over here in the restart. So click on the powered up. So the start icon, click on this one and just do a restart. After the restart is successfully done, we can check with the game and that might work. Or you can try with the step 2, that is verify the game file. To do so, you have to go over here, right click on the Hades and go to properties and go to the installer file and verify integrity of game file. This will cross-check every single files of a game, and if any files are corrupted and if any files are missing, all these kind of issues will be fixed by this. So we have to cross-check these and you have to check, and that might work. Next one is all about we need to rename the GlobalSettingsWin.sjson. That is a folder and you have to rename it. By renaming, you'll be lose all the settings will be lost from a game. So click on the file explorer and go to the PC. Now go to local disk C and go to users. Now go to the admin. Now go to app data. Now from here go to local. Now from here go to not local, just go back. Now go to saver games. Go to Hades. Now from here you can see we have a file called GlobalSettingsWin.sjson. I have already created a backup. You can see that is I renamed it .bak. So make sure that you rename it. You'll be losing all the progressions of the game. That is very important, and make sure that once afterwards you have to check with that. Make sure to disable the Steam overlay. So what you need to do is you can just go over here, go to the file explorer, go over here, right click and go to the properties. Make sure you have to disable the Steam overlay and you have to check, and that might work. Next one is all about we have to go over here, avoid Alt plus Tab. That is very important. So you have to avoid Alt plus Tab. So you have to avoid it, and you have to try the next one that run the Steam as an administrator. That is really important. So just go over here, right click, and we need to run the Steam as an administrator. So just go over here, search for the Steam, and you have to right click on the Steam and go to run as administrator, and you have to check. Make sure and try DX12 or DX11 in the launch option. So just go over here, right click and go to the properties. First you have to try with DX11. You can try with DX11, then launch the game, or you can try with DX12. Then you have to launch the game, and that might work. Any one of these things can be done, and that will work, and this is what you have to do. Make sure it's all about try installing the game on SSD. If you install the game already on any kind of thing, you have to change that from to the SSD, and that might work. And also try installing the perform a clean installation of a graphics card. So I'll be providing both the link for both NVIDIA as well as to the AMD. So I'll be providing a link in the description that's going to take you to this. So if you're on the NVIDIA, just go over here, select everything, like your product type should be selected, and all the details like what is your product type, GeoForce, everything should be selected here. Once everything is selected, and you have to go to find. Now from here, once you go for the find, you have to just wait for this to get completely load up. Now, as you can see, if you're on the Windows 11 with 64-bit edition, try downloading the first one, that is the latest version of a graphics card, that is 581.29. You have to download this and you have to check, and that might work. If you're on the AMD, just go over here in this particular page, select every details as per your needs. You can just go over here and go to 5000 and 5700 and submit. If you're on the Windows 11 with 64-bit edition, you can try download this one. And if you're on the Windows 10 with 64-bit edition, try download this one and you can check, and that might work. Make sure run the game on dedicated graphics card. That is very important. So just go over here, search for graphics settings. Now click on the graphics settings. Now from here, what you need to do is you just need to go over here, scroll down and navigate to Hades. I have already added it. Once you add the game, expand this and make sure the GPU preferences is set to high performance. That is very important. Set this to the high performance, and now you have to close this and you have to check. Run the game from the installation folder. Try running the game as an administrator and disable full screen optimization mode, and also try game in compatibility mode. So to do so, we have to go over here, right click and go to manage and go to browse local file. Now from here, you have to get into the content. Just not content, get into ship. Now from here, scroll down and navigate to the game. So this is the .exe. That is not the .exe. Okay, just find the .exe, and from here you have to write, sorry, that's not the .exe, this is the .exe. So right click, put show more options. Now from here you have to click on properties and compatibility. Make sure that you put a check on run this program in the compatibility mode. Put a check for disable full screen optimization, and also put a check on run this program as an administrator and go for OK, and you have to check, and that will work. This even worked, so you can try this out. Make sure and allow the game exe file to your antivirus or third-party antiviruses like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, Komodo, etc. if you are having it, or you can just go to Windows Security and the firewall. So go over here, search for Windows Security. Now from here, click on this one. And right now, from here, as you can see, just wait for a bit of time. Click on the Virus Center Protection, scroll down and navigate to the Manage setting. Now from here, you have to click on Add or Remove Exclusion and go for Yes. Now click on Add an Exclusion and add it. So here I have already added it. You can see if we scroll down, the Hades 2 will be here. It is already did. So just add the Hades 2 here. And once afterwards, as you can see, Hades 2 is added. Once afterwards, just go over here, search for the control panel. Now click on the control panel. Now from here, click on the Windows Defender Firewall. Now go to Allow Output Feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Now from here, cross-check whether the Hades 2 is added. So as you can see, it will be added by default in most cases. As you can see, the Hades 2 is added. Then you have to put a check on both the box private and public. Then you have to check, and that might work. Make sure it's all about try installing the Visual C++. So just go over here, search for it. Go over here, search for Microsoft Visual C++, and you have to get into this one. So from here, just wait, and this is the latest version, so you can download it. If the system is based on x64, download this one. If the system is based on x86, download this one, and you have to check, and that might work. Make sure it's all about try power saving mode or disable or enable hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. That is very important. So go over here, search for the control panel, click on the control panel. Now from here, just go to the power options, and from here you have to change into power saver. You have to change this to the power saver, and you have to check, and that might work. Similarly, if you're having enabled the hardware accelerated GPU scheduling, so just go for that. Go over here, search for the graphics settings. Now from here, just wait and go to the system. Now from here, from the system, you can just click on advanced graphics settings. Make sure this is turned on. If it is turned on, turn this off and launch the game. If it is turned off, you can turn this on. Then you can check with the game, and that might work. Next step is all about unplug external devices such as photos, pedals, racing wheel, razor, tap the rest, disconnect all the additional USB adapters connected to the PC, disconnect additional joystick and all the controllers connected, and disable overlay and everything. And once everything is done, you have to check. Make sure and update the system to the latest versions. That is all about. You can just go over here, search for the settings, click on the settings. Now from here, go to the Windows update and just update your Windows. And once Windows is up to date, if you're having any kind of updates, issues and all this, and it says there is a new issue that is happening right now, I'll be doing a video on this later. And once you update it, you have to check. And last and the least step, you need to uninstall and reinstall the game. So just go over here, right click and go to manage, uninstall it. Then reinstall it back. But we should install back either on local disk C or to any SSD. And that is what we have to do. And these are the steps. And I hope this kit video is helpful. That's it. Bye-bye.